Here's one that's very similar to some of the other 4-chord songs, but it has an opportunity to do something kind of neat in it that you could actually gear more towards, maybe going towards a little bit of flavor from the black gospel. I'll show you a nice little chord progression there. It's called You Are Holy. Okay, so this one starts out, I believe the key is C. So, and that is just basically a first and a third. Which your first and your third key of C be C and E, but I've inverted it where it's missing the fifth. So it just has a nice little open sound. And you do that same progression over and over, and your bass note changes. So that's your intro. Seated on his throne, he was clothed in glory, exalted high, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Circle around him and cry. So now, just kind of stopping there at the verse. I may not have the exact timing on the words correct, but a lot of you that know the song will know what I'm getting at here. A lot of it, I want to focus on these chords. You can do so much here. So instead of just being, you can really add in some stuff here. Some little arpeggios there. This would be similar to what we heard on the first one, did Break Every Chain. We do this little half diminished. So this would be a D minor over B. And then chord here with the ninth. You can also do the same thing with an A major chord and a B, going into that minor. So I saw alone. Just a little open chord there. Neat little riff there. Exalted high. Just an arpeggio. If you don't know your inversions, now's a good time to work on that. There's a C triad. There's a first inversion, second inversion. Be able to play those chords in any inversion. That helps with your speed and helps with your voice and gives you different flavor. Because if you play, every time you play a C chord, you go to this version or you go to that version, and every time you play a B flat, you always play it on that one. Your playing's going to be bland, and you're going to run out of things to do very quickly. So make sure you always work on using different inversions all the time. It'll give your arpeggio some flavor. Because if you just go all the way up every time the same inversion, it's going to become very plain, very bland, very quickly. So that's another little tip that I want to throw in here. but I'm just alternating between an F and a G. You can really play with this. You can even spread out that G chord to make that B an A. So there's your root G. There's the first inversion. Just a step up and a step down. So going on to the chorus. So you are holy. So your basics is C over C, G over C, F over C, back to C. And then the same right hand chords with an A in the bass. C over A, G over A, F over A, C over A. Chord I showed you a while ago. Oh, so holy, you are holy, Lord of all. Here's a fun one you can do here. If you can get all the musicians, especially if it's like one of the last times you're doing the chorus, like the last 2 or 3 times, get all the musicians involved and you coordinate this, you can really beef this one and bring it up. So try this on for size. You are holy, oh, so holy. You are holy, Lord of all. So you see the basis of what that was built around is still very much the same, where the vocals don't even have to change what they're doing. They're set. Those vocals are fine, the chords are fine, but the musicians can bring some totally different spices from left and right to this music. So going over those chords, so you are holy. So there's the chord I went before, which is a D minor over B. Then oh, so this is C over A. Oh, so, which is a D7th. Oh, that's a B flat over G, C7th. Oh, you, that's a C over F. Oh, holy Lord, F over D. Oh, and that's a F over G. So you are holy. C over A, D7, G, or sorry, F7 over G, C7, C over F, holy, F over D, and you can really even syncopate that. That was fun right there. And I just kind of came up with that one off the top of my head. Oh, so B flat over G, C over A, D minor over B flat. And that's a flat fully diminished over B, C, B flat over D, C over E. It's kind of hard to do this one slow. You kind of, it's more of a, you run at it and you get it. If you try to get every step and kind of like watching your feet, it's kind of hard sometimes. You just have to walk. So that is an interesting chord. So voice, that's E, A flat, B flat, C over F sharp. Going into an F, that's an A minor 7. So you see kind of where some of those black gospel syncopations can come into play here. But this is just one of those songs. It can be monotonous if you let it be, or it can be really rich, powerful, filled with all kinds of chords and changes and embellishments, and just really filled and just very flavorful, very tasteful, very enlightening and enriching for the people who are enjoying this, where you're really giving God your best. I mean, so just let this one play out. Whatever your mind can think of. I hope I've come at least explained some things. Please leave a comment if you want to know how I'm doing that, what I'm doing, if I need to slow something down or bring something out. Please, by all means. So whatever, it helps me be a better teacher and better bring better explanation for you. Let me know. But there's some good ideas. So.